Greetings from Youth Philanthropy Initiative during the global pandemic of 2020. There's a sentence we never thought we'd say. We hope that this video finds you in the comfort of your own home. My name is Emily Curzon. I'm the Associate Director of Youth Philanthropy Initiative. You'll be hearing from our Director, Adam Seaman, at the end of this video. And tonight we want to share with you all the incredible work that our students have been doing. Just like every organization, we've spent the last 2 months restructuring how we operate. But what hasn't changed is our students' incredible capacity to deliver high quality, impactful philanthropic projects. In fact, momentum has been up, and Adam and I are so thrilled. So we hope that while we wish we could be with you in person, our students' parents, friends, community allies, partners, we hope that this video will leave you encouraged and in a season of discouragement and doubt, and will increase your faith in the next generation. We just believe what our students are doing is so significant. And we know, because we get to work with them, that those of us who are a little bit older, we are in good hands with students like these in charge of the future. So with that, I'd like to kick it off to our youngest cohort, the 13th cohort of Youth Philanthropy Initiative. Thanks for joining us.
Hi everyone, my name is Miranda Kwok, and obviously I'm from cohort 13. I'm here to give you all a brief run through of what we'll be discussing today. To start out, we wanted to give a bit of insight on how it's been like being the youngest cohort in their first year. Then we'll move on to the cohort's purpose and how we landed on our project in the beginning of the process. Next, there will be a bit about where we are as a cohort right now and the current obstacles we are facing. After that is an overview of what goals we plan to accomplish and what future plans we have for our project. Lastly, a bit about what the cohort has learned throughout our journey of getting to know one another and settling on the topic we want to work on for our remaining 2 years in YPI. And as a fun little sign-off, we have a small collection of pictures we have collected throughout the year. Being thrown into YPI in the beginning caused a lot of confusion, especially once we began researching possible topics. However, we gained a lot of traction during our meetings, meaning we made a lot of progress together as a cohort. At the moment, we are a bit ahead of the game since we are currently in the middle of researching possible methods we could apply to our project, which is mainly due to the amazing group dynamic we have and how quickly our ideas aligned. And with the help from our senior cohorts, we, as the baby cohort, are excited for what's to come in the next years.
Hi, my name is Ashlyn Caldwell, and I'm going to be talking about how we landed on our topic. So, our purpose statement for our project is to alleviate the unnecessary suffering teens experience due to a lack of outlets for productively addressing topics deemed as undiscussables. Now you may ask, what are undiscussables? Undiscussables are things that teens, or people in general, feel like they can't talk about in casual conversation because they are stigmatized, they feel awkward talking about them, or the topic just simply feels too personal. So how did we land on the topic of discussing the undiscussables? We researched many topics in individual committees, from education and juvie to teen pregnancy to physical and mental health. We decided as a cohort that we were all passionate about mental health, and we kept circling back to topics relating to it. From that stem, we conducted research and decided on Discuss the Undiscussables as the topic of our project.
My name is Leah Rayleigh, and I'm going to be talking about where we are now as a cohort. So as my previous cohort members have mentioned, we have decided on this topic of discussing the undiscussables. So what this means is we are trying to create a safe environment for teens where they can talk about these, quote, undiscussables or taboo topics to overall benefit their mental health. So what we are doing right now is coming up with as many methods as possible, because the more methods we can come up with, the more opportunities we have for success. So as we move forward on narrowing down on these methods, we are asking ourselves the question of what method is going to best benefit our audience and what method is best suited for our project. So then after we decide on this method, we can start to actually create the tangible portion of our project.
Hi everyone, my name is Ria Ramasamy. As it's been mentioned before, we are finishing up year 1 and we have had some serious traction. One of our plans for the future is to finalize our specific method. As Leah has mentioned before, we're looking into some specific methods such as a website, a support group, or even an app. and we really want to decide on a specific method to address our problem. Two of the main areas that we're looking at are either a tech-based solution or a more tangible program. Once we decide on what we want to look at, we have to make sure that our method fits the criteria that we set at the beginning of the year. We hope to finalize our method by the end of this year, and after we finalize it, we can start working on the logistics of our project. We hope that our year 2 is dedicated mostly to molding our project into something tangible.
Hi everyone, I'm Kate, and through YPI we've learned more about ourselves. Before we even met as a cohort, we took a StrengthsFinder test to determine our talent themes, so we could learn more about ourselves and how to play to our strengths as team members. As Ashlyn stated before, in the beginning of the year, we were researching prevalent problems in our communities and committees, and through those experiences, we have developed better teamworking skills, better communication skills, and we have learned how to effectively research. And as well, Adam and Emily have given leadership and philanthropy lectures each month to teach us how to be better philanthropists and better leaders. Two of the most important lessons they've taught us and are continuing to teach us are the purpose outcome method model for problem solving and to strive for progress over perfection.
So this is the first day that we met. It was our retreat, day 1, and it's the beginning of our 3-year-long journey together. This was the day that we picked our issue. We decided on a fun theme for this meeting, and because it was December, we decided on a pajama and ugly sweater day. This was our first Zoom meeting, the beginning of uncharted territory, but we're working through it and definitely gaining traction. Thank you so much for watching our presentation, and we hope to see you back next year to see our Cohort 13 Year 2 update. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Julian Ober. I am one of the co-facilitators for YPI's Cohort 12. Our job as co-facilitators is to organize and lead the cohort in the right direction. We write the agendas for the meetings and talk directly with each of the committees to ensure that the cohort work flows smoothly. In our first year, we decided on the topic of political engagement in teens, and in our second year, we focused in on the format that we'd use to carry out this project.
Hi everyone, my name is Nina Nambiar and I'm Cohort 12's other co-facilitator. So during our first year, we went through the same process as Cohort 13. We were looking at potential topics and decided at the end of our first semester that our project would be about the topic concerning political engagement in teens. We spent the second semester of our first year trying to brainstorm some methods on how to increase political engagement in teens. This year, we have continued on to explore some potential methods on our project. Through monthly meetings and Sunday progress sessions, we were able to work diligently this year, trying to navigate through our second year and how to effectively obtain our goal. One thing that we have really focused on this year is thinking about what does progress look like. So at every meeting, we start out with having our goal in mind, which helps us achieve and move farther along our project. We've been able to fine-tune our topic into creating a curriculum and using what these teens learn from that curriculum and applying that to an activity/multiple activities, which will be explained more in depth further along in the presentation. We've also been focusing on group dynamics this year and creating a community within our cohort that allows us to be as creative and comfortable with each other to produce our best work. We've enjoyed working with each other for the past 2 years and are excited to share our progress with you all. So without further ado, I will let some of the members of our cohort tell you about our project.
Hi, I'm Michael Harris, and as a cohort we kept coming back to our purpose statement, which we've been revising this entire time, and after many months of going over it and just coming back, we felt like this one would best fit our project. And it says we want teens to understand their ability to impact the political landscape and use that ability to positively affect their lives. And with that being said, we also had specific outcomes for the project, and we felt like the purpose statement fit these specific outcomes, and those outcomes are integration, showcase corruption, generate knowledge, engage, motivate, and promote media literacy.
Hello, my name is Graham Hubner, and through surveys and research, our cohort decided that incorporating elements of smartphones and the internet into our experience could help promote in-person engagement amongst teens. However, made quite apparent from the recent pandemic, complete reliance on online learning is shaky and inconsistent at best. So as a result, we wanted to focus on in-person learning while still incorporating technology to make the experience more user-friendly and eliminate the need for cumbersome cards or game pieces, as well as providing a tool for political research during our program. We came up with the buzzword TAIL, Technologically Assisted Learning Experience, which is a prospect of learning that utilizes technology, for example, mobile phones, in order to achieve our desired purpose of educating teenagers on the political field while also making it fun and enjoyable, and above all, engaging. We were initially inspired by party games that incorporated apps and websites, but was still heavily focused on in-person experiences. For example, the app Spyfall. This game is hosted on a website that is accessible from any web-capable device and does not require any download. Prompts and roles are assigned via the website, and tools are provided in order to make decisions and keep track of clues. But most importantly, all gameplay occurs during conversation between players in real life. We are currently exploring how to incorporate this method of engagement into our program and have a few great ideas, which Baron will share with you now.
Hi, my name is Baron Jackson, and I am from the Experiential Learning Group. Our goal was to create an experience that the participants will go through where they will not only have a fun time but also test their political knowledge. We went through numerous ideas that weren't quite perfect until we stumbled upon this one and decided to run with it. Our outcome was a fun, goal-driven game that incorporates Tale, as Graham explained. Once our participants have voted on the prompt, they will then debate civilly, cast their votes, and most importantly, work towards a common goal of creating their own bill.
Hi, my name is Victor Zhu, and I will be talking about the research we've done when it comes to our project's curriculum. What this means is finding what we actually want to be teaching in our project and how we will do so. We first created profiles for political topics that we think teens should be knowledgeable about these days. These include issues such as gun control, immigration, education, and healthcare, just to name a few of them. We then came up with some ideas about how participants will have this information presented to them. First, we are thinking of an idea like a pregame, where participants will be introduced to our project and given information and ideas to let them know what to expect in the upcoming experience. Then we are looking into methods such as short 4 to 7 minute videos, information pages, and modules, which will present actual information on things like personal testimonies, current events, and statistics that will help them form their own opinions. Ideally, they will take this new understanding and use it to create meaningful change and dialogue.
Hi, my name is Kylie Grosny, and I'm going to talk to you about philanthropy and leadership lessons. Throughout our 2 years of YPI, Adam and Emily have not only guided us through creating our project, they've also taught our cohort about the foundation this program is built on, philanthropy and leadership development. One topic we discuss a lot is the idea of contrast versus alignment, and how aligning our goals and ideas together is essential to our project success. We've also discussed the idea of growth mindset versus fixed mindset, and how being open to new ideas and learning from criticism can help our project culminate faster and be more successful. Lastly, one of Adam's favorite things to mention, and something we use quite often, is Fans on 3, a tool for personal involvement monitoring, where disengagement is a fan on 1, and a fan on 3 is an engaged member of our cohort.
Hi everyone, my name is Daisy Slorsnow, and I'm going to finish our presentation by talking about some of our favorite memories from year 2. Our first favorite memory was YPI Olympics, which we did at one of our monthly meetings. We did wheelbarrow races, cartwheel races, all kinds of stuff. It was really fun. We also beat Cohort 13 in seated basketball, and throughout year 1 and year 2, we have compiled a list of our favorite quotes from Adam during his leadership lessons and just during all of our meetings. And finally, our YPI retreat, which we have every year during August. It's always a really great chance to reconnect as a cohort, and it's always a lot of fun. Thank you for watching our presentation, and we hope you enjoyed it.
Hi, my name is Quinlan Murray, and I was the co-facilitator for Cohort 11 this year. Thank you so much for allowing us to share our project that we've worked so hard on these past 3 years. Culture Bridge means so much to all of us, and we are so excited to see its impact in Tulsa and hopefully beyond. Thank you so much, and enjoy our presentation.
Hello everyone, my name is Zita Okwasaba. In our year 2, Cohort 11 was focused on how we could take our chosen topic of immigration and transform it into a real project with tangible benefits. In the end, we decided to create a simulation, one that would portray and increase empathy for the immigrant experience. We were inspired by both the poverty simulation and a domestic violence simulation called In Her Shoes. With this in mind, we went into year 3 with a set mission of what our project would achieve.
I'm Hia Pushparaj. Cohorts 12 and 13 gave a preview into what year 1 and 2 are like, so I'm going to discuss what year 3 is like. The goal of year 3 is to begin to finalize the project that our cohort has created, and to create a plan to make the project sustainable by passing it off to a partner. Year 3 also gets new co-facilitators than year 2 had. Our Year 2 co-facilitators Grace and Nate passed their wonderful leadership onto our new co-facilitators Quinlan and Marcus. After that, our cohort began finalizing the Culture Bridge simulation, which will be described later in the presentation, by having practice run-throughs in order to work out all the kinks. Many of you have actually attended these run-throughs and helped us make our project reach the finalized version it is today. While that process of perfecting the simulation was going on, the partnership committee worked on finding a partner, which will be discussed more later. And finally, we ended this fabulous year by showing how amazingly we can all adapt to new situations by becoming a virtual organization through Zoom. Yay, social distancing YPI.
After the simulation section, we then move into what's called the debriefing section. Now this is whenever the participants actually get a chance to sit down and discuss what they just walked through and what it means. This is one of the most important parts of the simulation because it allows the participants to actually process what they went through and hear the experiences of their fellow participants to get a more full perspective of the immigrant experience. During this station, we talk about the significance of every little piece they walked through. We also talk about what the emotions they felt and the importance of those emotions. After we debrief all together in our smaller groups, we join together as a group, as a whole group, and we give what's called the call to action. Now this call to action is a big part of our simulation because we actually give them a chance to get plugged back into their community. We want to take the empathy that they've hopefully created or started forming or establishing and actually give them some action to put that empathy into so that it's actually making change. And that was really important for our committee and our cohort to decide on a project that we could see actual change happening. And this is one way that we do that, by sending out our surveys and then seeing actually who acts on their empathy that they've hopefully been able to create through the simulation. We get a more full project because we're causing change in our city.
So the Culture Bridge simulation begins with the introduction. The introduction starts with introducing the people who will be facilitating the simulation. So those will be the people leading the audience through the simulation and helping those participants with any questions that they may have. After introducing the program, what Culture Bridge Tulsa is, and where it originated from through YPI, we'll move on to the introduction presentation. The introduction presentation is created in order to provide background information and statistics on the immigrant experience, in order for those participants to take some key information with them as they go through the journey of an immigrant's life. By keeping this key information, we hope to thereby increase the empathy that they are feeling as an end result of the simulation. As well as explaining some key background information and statistics, the introduction also gives rules for what the simulation will be like and how to go through it, such as ensuring that no phones are turned on and making sure that participants are fully focused on the task at hand.
The simulation portion of Culture Bridge Tulsa was created using stories gathered from real Tulsan immigrants. During the simulation, participants will go through the lives of these immigrants and experience both the hardships and pride that comes with being an immigrant. This portion of Culture Bridge Tulsa is not only meant to immerse the participant into their character, but to also invoke true emotion. Emotions that can later be turned into empathy and action through our debriefing process.
Hi, this is Jesse Schumann in cohort 11, and I've been with the data committee for this past year, and I just wanted to talk about some of the data we have collected from putting on our simulations and some of the testimonials. So I won't read through all of them. You can read them on the screen, but you can see over 90% of our participants feel that they have greater empathy for the immigrant community, that they better understand the immigrant experience, and that really the simulation inherently changed their perception of the immigrant community. So we feel like we have a really tangible impact just with the few simulations we put on, and we hope to have that moving forward with our new partner.
Hello everyone, my name is Ishi Chawla, and I'm part of the PR and Branding Committee in Cohort 11. We were tasked with creating a website, promo video, executive summary, and PR package to get the brand of Culture Bridge Tulsa out into the community. For those of you watching, if you want to visit our website at culturebridgetulsa.com, You can find our promo video, information about Culture Bridge and the simulation, a YPI information page, pictures of Cohort 11 and the Culture Bridge simulation, as well as a sign-up page for you to get involved in future simulations. We hope that the website is able to provide you all the information that you need to actually understand what Culture Bridge Tulsa is all about, and we hope to see you at the next simulation. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Maddie Addis, and for about the past year and a half, I have been on the Partnerships Committee, and it has been our job to find a forever home for Culture Bridge Tulsa. So we've been communicating with several organizations around Tulsa, and through much connection and redirection, we have found our partner in the OU Tulsa Simulation Center. We've been communicating with Kristen Rodriguez, the director of the Simulation Center, and through our conversations, we have found much alignment in the mission of the Simulation Center and with our mission, which is something we definitely were looking for in a partner for our missions to align. So we're really happy to have found that right at OU Tulsa. Since OU Tulsa has been our meeting place for the past 3 years, this partnership has felt very natural, and we're really excited to have our project housed in such a familiar place, but also such a qualified place. For it to be continued in a simulation center is something that is so amazing and so exciting for us to have it there. And these people who will be working with it, their job is to put on these simulations, and they're so knowledgeable in the field. And so we're excited to see our project grow in this place. Kristen and her team will continue to put on the Culture Bridge simulations, and for these simulations will be put on for students and staff at OU Tulsa, but also for outside groups. So with the simulations that they have now, they'll put them on for staff and students, but they'll also put them on for other groups outside of OU Tulsa, and they can come to the campus or they'll take it to them. And so that's something that we're excited for Culture Bridge to be a part of, and for our simulations to continue, and for our mission to continue to be carried out. So that's what our future looks like.
Hello everyone, my name is Marcos Wester Rivera, and I'm Cohort 11's other co-facilitator. If you'd like to learn more about Culture Bridge Tulsa, check the link in the description below for our promo video and website. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Adam Seaman. I run this program along with Emily, and we would just want to say a big thank you for watching the work of our students, and to also say a big thank you to the students who have dedicated themselves to this work, even in these difficult times. And under normal times, we get to meet at OU Tulsa. They're such fantastic hosts, and we'll hopefully be getting to meet there again soon, so big thank you to them. And also, of course, this whole program is the vision of Lynn Schusterman. This would not exist without her vision and her support, and she actively shows up to the meetings along with her team members like Alana to support the students and their work. So with that, thank you again for checking us out. Have a wonderful day. Be well.